Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mars, which is going to be changing signs on April 7th. So on April 7th, Mars is going to be entering the sign of Aquarius and it's going to be transiting over here till May 16th. So friends, as you know this thing that currently Mars is exalted, dignified in the transit, in the Capricorn sign. And not only that, even Saturn is also present over here. So now friends, if you will take into consideration the way global events have shaped up or taken place ever since Mars has entered the Capricorn sign, so the whole world has witnessed this war which is currently going on between, like the way ever since Russia has invaded in the Ukraine, this invasion. Now friends, whenever we talk about the Capricorn sign, whatsoever happens and comes out of the energy of the Capricorn, that is always very empowered in nature. So whether the way the people in power and authority, they behaved in a very autocratic way, and even the repercussions and consequences of that which followed in the way that all the Western countries, they were in complete agreement with each other, and all the sanctions which were imposed. So now friends, this was the scenario with the Capricorn energy. But friends, the moment Mars is going to enter the Aquarius sign, as we all know this thing that Saturn is also going to be following Mars, and at the end of the April, Saturn will also enter the Aquarius sign. So that can be seen as a little bit sensitive sign, because friends, whenever we talk about the Aquarius energy, it's all about the collective consciousness. So with this war zone now getting formed from the Capricorn in the Aquarius sign, this could be a little bit sensitive energy in this regard, that it can further divide people in further subgroups. And not only that, because when Sun is going to enter the sign of Aries, it's going to get exalted. Sun, which is the significator of the government, people in power, and Sun being exalted and getting contaminated with the influence of the Rahu over there. And as you know this thing that the influence of Rahu is the most deceptive influence which could happen on the Sun. So definitely friends, we are heading towards a time where people in power might be deluded, misguided, behaving in a very autocratic way, and over and above that, even within the people and all the resistance group, there could be further subdivision as well. So that was the scenario on the global events perspective. Now friends, if you want to understand it on our personal lives perspective, so definitely friends, Mars, which is the significator of our willpower, our courage, our discipline, our capacity to fight and stay firm when challenged. Mars also represents our character in a way that Mars represents our desires, our passion. And if you will find Mars to be dignified in someone's chart, native knows, protect, and how to defend its convictions, its morals and values. So these are the few traits which Mars represents. Now friends, the entry of Mars in the Aquarius sign can be seen as good in this regard, that it could actually make you little bit people oriented, like attention given towards the philanthropy, community awareness causes, or being very passionately following your dreams, following your goals, or anything to do with the intellectual pursuit, scientific pursuit. So wholehearted energy being put forth towards your goals, behaving within the group dynamics, and your innate capacity to churn out some opportunity because of your contacts, because of your influence. From all of those perspectives, this transit of Mars in the Aquarius can be seen as a very good sign. So now friends, we will shift our discussion now to understanding the customized results. So now friends, starting with the Aries ascendant natives. So definitely friends, in your case, Mars has got the rulership of your ascendant and the 8th house. The transit of Mars in the 11th house can be seen as a very good sign, specifically initially when Venus and Jupiter are going to be conjunct with Mars. It can definitely stir up some opportunity for you. It is definitely going to make you very focused, very goal oriented. And let's say for example, if your occupation, your livelihood straight away comes in the Martian or the Aquarian field, being in the field of technology, or anything to do with scientific pursuit, or group activities, when we talk about digital marketing or entertainment, all those people can also get benefited with this transit of Mars in the 11th house. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Taurus ascendant natives, so definitely friends, in your case as well, Mars has got the rulership of your 12th house and the 7th house, and in transit Mars is going to enter your 10th house, which can be seen as a very good sign. So whether if you are in any sort of partnership nature of work, you have your own business, you are a freelance self-employed person, definitely your whole attention is going to go in the matters of your professional endeavors. Also friends, the only one thing which I want to say over here is that because of the influence of Mars and Venus, there is a lot of energy of distraction and passion which is stirring up, and along with that later on the entry of Saturn over there. So I would say that definitely if your nature of work, line of work involves creativity, dealing with the luxurious goods and all of that, then it's fine. But when we talk about the influence of either Venus on the Mars, that too in the 10th house, or later on the energy of Saturn, this could create the energy of temptation, little bit of the frivolous energy, not being very serious, being very enjoyable. So you have to just make a healthy balance, or you have to draw a line where the work ethics are concerned and where frivolousness is concerned, specifically involving your professional endeavors. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Gemini ascendant natives. So friends, as you can fairly see over here that Mars is not a very auspicious planet for you because of the rulership of the 6th house and the 11th house. But when we talk about demonstrating that fighting spirit in order to fulfill your dreams, your goals, so all of that is the department which Mars rules in your case. And wheresoever Mars goes in the transit, somehow our energy, our drive, our focus goes in the matters of that house. So definitely friends, 9th house getting triggered up, getting flared up can be seen as a very good sign. This could also generate some work related travel as well. Along with that, if in your nature of work or line of work, anything to do with writing, anything to do with banking or law is concerned, so definitely you will come across as someone who's very competitive, someone who has got strong, very, like when we say that fighting spirit or a humanitarian angle to your work, where people see you that he is someone who is going to be always siding and favoring the right things. He is the voice of the masses, of the public. So those kind of crusading energy, a diplomat, kind of a leader of the masses. So strong leadership qualities. That is how you will demonstrate yourself in your work related matters, even within the group dynamics. And like the way friends, I have already mentioned this thing, that if in your nature of work or line of work, if you are concerned with or involved in the banking field or law or teaching, so definitely you can get benefited. The drive, energy and passion is going to be high, which you will put forth in your craft, because Mars also has got the rulership of your 6th house as well. So try to remain disciplined, and any sort of religious endeavors and activities or pursuit will manifest some very good karma, good results for you. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Cancer ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, Mars is a Yog Karaka planet for you guys. Mars has got the rulership of your 10th house and the 5th house, and in transit Mars is going to enter your 8th house. So friends, with the combined influence of Mars and Venus in your 8th house, so this can only benefit you if in your nature of work, line of work, strong magnetic charm, attraction, sensuality is a part of your line of work. But when we talk about sudden upheavals, sudden ups and downs, that could be a theme of this transit of Mars for you guys, because 10th house represents your professional endeavors, 10th from the, like if you go to the 5th house, that is also 8th from the 10th, and 8th house in itself where the 10th house lord is going. So just like that, remain very much open and welcoming towards the development which is going to take place at your work front, because again the 10th house lord is going to the 8th house, but it is 11th from its own house. So that in itself means some sudden upheaval which could be turned into or converted into an opportunity as well. But yes friends, during this time your passion, your emotions and sensuality is definitely going to be at its peak. So try to remain disciplined, ethical and maintain proper decorum. That is the only thing which I want to say over here. And for all those people in whose nature or line of work, creativity, spirituality, devotion, sensuality, insurance or occult fields, if that is your nature or line of work, you can definitely get benefited. Some sudden opportunity might come for you. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Leo ascendant natives. So definitely friends, in your case as well, Mars is your Yogarka planet. It has got the rulership of your 4th house and the 9th house, and in transit Mars is going to be transiting your 7th house, so which can be seen as a good sign that the support of luck will help you in the matters of your public life, your public dealing, also within your matrimonial life. All those people who are already in relationship, so definitely there is going to be some emotions, some passionate moments, some dinners, surprise gifts, drives, all those things can happen because Mars is an auspicious planet for you guys, and with the combined influence of Venus in the 7th house coming up, so this can be seen as a good energy for you guys. Now for all those people who are already single, so definitely running into someone, being introduced to someone, and sharing that passion or mutual taste, so all those energy can be anticipated with the transit of Mars entering in your 7th house. Definitely wheresoever Mars goes, our energy, our drive, our focus goes in that area of the life. So but when we talk about the transit of Mars in the Aquarius, it's not a very vulnerable energy as long as within your matrimonial life you're not a very opinionated person. Like if you are a person with strong opinions, strong yes, no, likes, dislike, then this could flare up or trigger some ongoing issue. But apart from that, energy of Mars and Venus in the 7th house is a good energy of enjoying pleasurable experience with your partner or within relationship. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Virgo ascendant natives, so definitely friends, in your case Mars is not a very important planet for you guys, and its transit in the 6th house can be seen as a little bit vulnerable energy in this regard, that definitely in your work life you have to remain a bit cautious that you do not have to get into the business or fights or issues of other people, because the transit of Mars, that too in the Aquarius sign, like falling in your 6th house, it might like generally it makes someone a crusader or a people's person, like you actually want to go and solve and help arbitrate or solve other people's problem. But many times what happens is that when this kind of situation happens, because very soon Saturn will also enter your 6th house, so this combined energy, concentrated energy can actually create some sort of backlash for you only. So again friends, it all comes down to your nature or line of work. So if your line of work involves arbitrating or solving other people's problem, so now this could be being your fitness expert, this could be being a doctor, being a lawyer, then you can get benefited. But apart from that, in daily work life or even while managing your finances, this is not a very good energy to lending money to someone. So these are the few things which you have to remain cautious of. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Libra ascendant natives, so definitely friends, in your case this transit is going to take place in your 5th house. So friends, the energy of Mars going on in your 5th house can be seen as a very good sign, as you know that Mars has got the rulership of your house of finances as well, and it also rules your public dealing, your house of public interaction as well, the 7th house. So definitely friends, it's going to increase the charm, the attraction in your personality. People will definitely be very much attracted towards you. If you work in the fields of art, media, entertainment, creativity, some good news can be expected for you. And apart from that friends, for people in the speculative nature or line of work can also get benefited during this time. And I would say friends that when we talk about love, romance, so some enjoyable experiences, extracurricular activities, going on for drive, for drinks with friends, so that is the kind of energy which is going to get generated for all the Libra ascendant natives. This can be seen as a very auspicious or very promising transit for all the Libra ascendant natives. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Scorpio ascendant natives, so definitely friends, Mars is your ascendant lord, and in the transit Mars is going to be transiting in your 4th house. So friends, as you know this thing that when we talk about the Scorpio ascendant natives, in any case their personality, their feelings, their emotions are naturally very intense. Over and above that, the transit of Mars in the 4th house is not considered as a very auspicious. Like I would say that it is going to be very better for you if you are going to keep yourself busy and occupied. If your personality is someone who's a very deep thinker, who is always probing and contemplating on the existing things, you might create a elephant out of rat in your own mind. So try to remain a bit cautious that you should not be overthinking in the matters of your domestic life, because the entry of Mars in the 4th house might trigger up or instigate the domestic life matters, and over thinking on those small issues might make a big issue out of it. Apart from that, if in your nature of work, your line of work, the 4th house related occupations are getting qualified, anything to do with construction, with real estate, dealing with luxury goods, buying and selling of vehicles, you can definitely get benefited. And yes, the energy in the 4th house is going to straight away impact our emotions, our inner emotional state. So combined energy of Mars and Venus is definitely going to make you a bit passionate, very emotions, passion driven, higher intensity of sensuality as well, which is going to cover up your emotions, your your behavior during this time. Moving ahead, friends. Now, if you want to understand the results for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives, so definitely friends, in your case, Mars is a very auspicious planet for you guys, and it's going to be transiting in the 3rd house, which can be seen as a very good sign. 3rd house transit of Mars always infuses the courage. It gives us the necessary thrust which we need to initiate something. So whether you work in the fields of sales, media, marketing, or being self-employed or a freelance person working as a graphic designer, or anything to do with entertainment, mass media fields, so this transit of Mars in your 3rd house is definitely going to create some very positive energy. Again friends, 3rd house also represents our neighborhood. Aquarius energy is all about being very philanthropic, being very concerned for the community. So definitely this could also involve you in your other people's business, other people's matters, helping people, running around for getting other people's work done. So whether for your duties towards the community, or whether for your own initiative, your own projects, or being working in the fields of art, media, entertainment, writing, or being a performing artist, freelance, this transit of Mars in the 3rd house is definitely going to push and trigger all of the projects and endeavors you are currently a part of. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Capricorn ascendant natives, so definitely friends, Mars is a very auspicious planet for you guys. It has got the rulership of your 4th house, of your inner emotional state, and the 11th house of your wish fulfillment, all sort of opportunities, group dynamics. So friends, the transit of Mars in the 2nd house can be seen as a very good sign in this regard, that whenever we talk about anything to do with the public speaking, like if you are in any leadership position, or even if anything to do with politics, or being a journalist or a news anchor, because the 2nd house transit of Mars is definitely going to flare up your public speaking skills. And just because here we are talking about the Aquarian energy, so all those matters or matters of public interest which need to be brought to everyone's attention, you will be very fiery in bringing those matters to everyone's attention. So your public speaking skills is definitely going to get enhanced during this time. Second thing is that for anything to do with the financial gains perspective, whether some opportunity coming through your contact, or whether if your line of work, nature of work is connected with the Martian field, construction, engineering, technology, gemstone, so all those people can also get benefited with the transit of Mars right over there in your 2nd house. Moving ahead friends, for all the Aquarius ascendant natives, so definitely friends, when we talk about the role of the Mars, so Mars is an important planet for you guys. It has got the rulership of your your 3rd house, the house of your initiatives, and it has also got the rulership of your house of career as well. So now friends, as you can see that Mars is going to be coming right over there in your 1st house, so which can be seen as a very good sign, specifically for projecting yourself with the best of your capabilities, coming across as someone who is very dependable, someone who has got that kind of strong leadership qualities, someone know how to defend right and wrong, and how to stay firm in any conflicting, competitive, threatful situation. And also friends, because Mars is your 10th house lord as well, so lot of public owners of your duties, of your responsibilities is coming right over there in your head. So you have to remain very meticulous, you have to remain very efficient the way you're going to manage everything, because 10th house energy coming to the 1st house means it's not only the workload or the responsibilities which is coming over there, but also the attention and the eyes of people in authority or your bosses will also be coming on to you. So a lot will be expected out of you. Try to do justice to that. And just because Mars in itself represents same like sun, independent action, and it has got the rulership of your third house as well. So whether you are a freelance person, you work in the fields of media, marketing, or being your own boss, so definitely capacity to initiate something, do justice to all the ongoing work which you are a part of. From all of those perspectives, this transit of Mars coming right over there in your first house can be seen as a very good sign. The combined influence of Mars and Venus is definitely going to make you a charmer, or everyone is going to be definitely interested in what you have to say, what you have to offer. So make best use of this opportunity. And moving ahead, friends, now for all the Pisces ascendant natives, so definitely friends, in your case, Mars is going to be entering your 12th house. So friends, as you can fairly see that Mars has got the rulership of your 9th house, and it has also got the rulership of your house of finances as well, and Mars is going in the 12th house. So I would say, friends, that if in your nature of work or line of work, anything to do with the spirituality, with yoga, being a kundalini or meditation expert, or working in the adult industry, working in immigration, foreign relations, so all those people can definitely get benefited. But the only concern over here is that the combined influence of Mars and Venus is always a sign of triggering emotions and passions and the sensuality. So there you have to keep a healthy balance. Also friends, as you can fairly see that the house lord of your income is going in the house of the expenses. And I always say this thing, that because in your case, Mars has got the ownership of the 9th house of the dharma as well. So like the way we astrologers say that if in someone's chart, like you have a Mars and the Saturn yoga in your 8th house, which I also have, and if any one planet is getting activated, whether in the transit or whether in the dasha, so it's better to do voluntary blood donation rather than getting the cuts and wounds and always remaining fearful of that happening. So it's advisable for you to, rather than money shelling out of your pocket for unknown reasons or some stupid reasons, it's better to do the donation for some charitable cause during this time, so that money should go for the right reasons, giving you good karma in return. So that is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming transit of Mars in the Aquarius sign. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. धन्यवाद.